How you guys doing today? It's Anthony Gangi, host of Tier Talk, and I had a great story that came my way. It was a message through my Facebook page in which the officer said that an inmate tried to give her a love note, and we talked about how she responded. Now, we know the proper action obviously is ultimately turning that letter in, making sure that your supervisor sees that the inmate tried to give you a love letter, and then go through the documentation, do the reports, do what you got to do, make it known of the game that this inmate's trying to play. Make it known to staff, make it known to your supervisors. But I wanted to know what she told that inmate the moment he tried to give her a love letter. And it's her response that's making me do this video. I feel right now that there's something I need to make clear. So when we come back, we're going to talk about her response and how I feel she should have responded in regards to what she said to the inmate. Now remember, guys, this show is for you, those brave men and women who work in corrections. So if you haven't, please subscribe, interact, engage, and hit that bell. That bell is going to notify you every time I post up a video. I stand by for our sponsors.
I wanted to attend a university that had an intelligence program. I wanted to look at problems different. I wanted to increase my critical thinking abilities. AMU offered those avenues to expand. Obtaining your degree as an adult, you're actually paying yourself and investing in yourself. You can't put a dollar on it, it's priceless. It's something that can never be taken away from you.
American Military University. Learn from the leader.
Being a corrections officer takes its toll on even the strongest individuals. The constant need to perform at the highest level, putting your life at risk in a hostile environment, and the mental scarring of traumatic experiences. 31% of corrections officers show symptoms of PTSD, and 66% of people with PTSD also suffer with a substance abuse problem. The Transformations First Responders program is specially designed to help veterans and officers heal from the grips of addiction and PTSD in a comfortable, supportive, and serene setting. You are not alone. If you have questions about the services we offer, give us a call at 866-762-8454 to get more information on this affordable and life-changing program.
Thank you guys for listening to our sponsors. Now, we talked about our justifications and how inmates try to manipulate the justification. So when we tell an inmate no, they want to ask why, because they're looking for any weakness in our justification. I've covered a video on that. And the justification we give them, if we decide to, because we don't have to, but if we decide to, has to be internal. Has to be that we're telling you no. There can be no external reason. It has to be coming from you, because the inmate will look to manipulate anything external. Anything that he feels or she feels doesn't originate from you saying no. So before we go into the love letter issue, quick example. An inmate does something they're not supposed to do. You tell them, no, you can't do that. The inmate asks why. You feel that you need to justify that answer. And you tell them, well, you can't do that today because the sergeant here doesn't like that. Well, when the sergeant's not there, they're going to come back. What's going to be your excuse then? So you always have to make sure, if you decide to give them the justification, because again, you don't have to, that they need to know that that justification for that no comes from you. It's internal. Same thing with the love letter here. So the inmate decides to give this officer a love letter, and when the officer confronts the inmate and tells him that this love letter is inappropriate, the inmate, of course, is going to ask why. And he wants to know why that action of that love letter is inappropriate. The wrong response to say is because it's the rules. Because the rule books say that this type of relationship is inappropriate. Because now the inmate's going to go back and think, wow, if it wasn't for the rules, if it wasn't for this place, we could be together. That's how they reason things. That's why when you tell them no, and if you decide to justify that no, it has to be internal. When that inmate says, why is this letter inappropriate? You turn around and you tell him, because I said it's inappropriate. But why? Because I said so. That's it. Plain and simple. There's nowhere for them to go to manipulate that justification. So again, just a quick Thing of advice, inmate gives you a love letter, and you go to respond, and you tell them no, that letter's inappropriate. When the inmate asks why, you make sure that they know that that no is coming from you. It's because you say it's inappropriate. As always, guys, love you guys. The show is Tear Talk. Please stay safe. And you haven't, guys, please subscribe, interact, engage, and hit that bell. That bell's going to notify you every time I post up a video. Stay safe.